Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the AFV factory. So I thought what I'd do today was do a bit more work on these shell strikes to begin with. So I drilled out all of the impact sites on the glacis and on this front of this casemate, and you can see I've angled these down as opposed to them going in straight. Just I know if a shell's coming from a fair distance, by the time it reaches here it would be impacting into it, but closer range shots would come in more of a flat angle towards the glacis, so just to give it a bit more of a different look. And as you can see, there's some remaining excuse me, plastic putty around it, but the drilling out has caused that to come away. There's more on this. I'd probably put bigger blobs onto this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to squeeze some of the putty into this lid, and I've got a couple of brushes here and some water. So I just want to work on these as I did excuse my shaky hands. Basically what I'm trying to do here is put the filler into the hole and then push it out around the sides. And that way you get rid of the cleanness of the of where the drill bit has gone in. And it gives a better sense of depth because you've got some height outside of the where the drill stopped. Each one will look a bit different as well, which again, if you've ever looked at shell damage on tanks, they don't look all the same. Some are deeper than others, some have come in at different angles or ricocheted off the steel. And this one is much deeper, and the reason for that is I'd like to say that I put this patch on first and then drilled into it, but if I'm being honest, I overdid it and drilled straight the way through. So I've patched it on the back just with some spare sprue, and all, you know, there's no detriment to that at all. It just looks like this one is a deeper strike. So I mean, you can actually do that to begin with, put a drill through or put a patch on the back and drill into it, and I have done it before deliberately. I don't always make mistakes like that, just sometimes. So there you can get the general idea now. They've been drilled out through the initial filler, and then I've drilled out a little bit again and gone in with some slightly watered down, or thinner filler, sorry, with a damp brush, and brushed it around. And up until the point also when you start spraying it, you can come back to these and redo them if you're not happy with them, or do some extra work on them. So if I'm going to leave these there. I think I'm quite happy with how they look, but there's always time to work on them. So the other thing that I was going to do, or am going to do on this, is the replacement barrel. And so I've shown you this before. There's the mantlet, so I'm going to have to draw that out to accommodate this barrel. The barrel, in fact, is the correct length if you take into account the length of barrel that you can see, and then the rest that obviously goes in to where the chamber is. But a fair bit, about roughly that amount of barrel, is actually hidden away inside the fighting compartment. So what I'll do now is I'll start drilling out this and opening that hole up and seeing how much barrel I can feed through. So I shall have a crack with that now. So I've got the mantlet drilled out now. The hole's a little bit raggedy, but that can be easily fixed. So we'll have a look and see how much of this barrel this will now accommodate. Move that so you can see this better. Shaky hands. So there, if you compare that with the hole on the side, I think that's fine. I'm happy with that. It doesn't need to be any longer. So yeah, that's worked out well, and that's a big improvement over what would have gone on there, which would have been just the plain barrel. Yeah, very close. I mean, the new metal barrel is slightly longer because of the pepper pot muzzle brake it's got on it, but rather than messing around with two halves. I've got that metal barrel in there, and that looks much better, so I'm pleased with that. So yeah, I shall leave it there for now. You've seen me do the shell impacts. I've got to carry on with the ones that are on the casemate. And next time I'll see you, I shall probably be working on this again as the actual part of the build. So I will start where the instructions start rather than diving in all over the place, and we'll go from there. So thanks again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and if you've got any comments or anything you want to know, please comment, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.